Congratulations, your crazy old teacher is starting another video. This one is on the order of operations. Your objective for this video is, as a student, you should be able to use the order of operations to evaluate expressions. We will get started. Just to let you know, you will need this graphic organizer. This is graphic organizer number 2. You will find this in the mailbox in the back of the classroom. Please remember, you need to fill out this entire graphic organizer. You will get to keep this as notes, and then your teacher will come around and check it at some point during the week. Please remember your objective. You should be able to use the order of operations to evaluate expressions. We are going to get started. Okay, the order of operations. Well, what is it? Notes. It is a process that tells us how to do a math problem with more than one operation in the correct order. That means math problems that ask you to do all sorts of things, like add, subtract, multiply, divide, all of those things, or maybe even use exponents, parentheses, brackets, square roots, and other things. Okay? We use this mnemonic. It's please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. This is how you remember the order of operations. All right, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. The P. The P stands for parentheses. The E stands for exponents. Okay? P for parentheses. Once again, P for parentheses. These are what parentheses look like. Please look at them closely on the screen. You always do parentheses first. In your notes, not only should you say parentheses, but you should also write down brackets. You will see things like brackets. Those look like this. Okay? You might see parentheses inside those brackets, okay, such as 2, like this. Okay? Those are brackets. Those two things are brackets. They have parentheses inside it. That is what we use if there is multiple parentheses. Moving on. The next one is exponents. You always do exponents second. In addition to exponents, you might see square roots, okay? So you might see square roots. You might want to know that. And just to let you know, square roots use this symbol that looks like this, okay? And they have a number inside it. So the square root of x, all right? Just letting you know, you need to know both of those. Okay, the third thing you should do is multiply and divide, and I want you to pay very close attention. This is where your teachers have previously screwed up. Read this lady. It says, do multiplication and division third from left to right. Okay, you don't necessarily do multiplying first. That's not the case anymore. You need to pay attention. You do multiplying and dividing from left to right. Okay, you need to do it from left to right. So for example, you might have 24 divided by 6 times 3. In the past, your teachers might tell you to do the multiplying first. You don't. You work from left to right. So in this particular problem, you would do 24 divided by 6, which is 4, and then you would multiply it by 3, which would give us 12. That is your answer, okay? That is your answer. Now, granted, in this particular problem, you would have gotten the same answer. You would have, but only because it's this problem. Not all of them work that way. Please make sure you go left to right all the time. Okay, let's move on. Same thing goes for adding and subtracting. You do addition and subtraction fourth from left to right. Once again, we'll show you another example. Let's say we have 23 minus 10 minus 6 plus 2. Okay? If we look at this one, we go from left to right. If you would do it like your old teacher says, some of you who had teachers that maybe messed this up, that's okay. You would do 6 plus 2 first, but that's the wrong way. You go left to right, same thing. So we would do 23 minus 10, which is 13, minus 6 plus 2. 13 minus 6 was 7, plus 2, which gives us 9. That's the correct answer and the correct method, just to let you know. Moving on. Okay? Here we go. We have some examples. So we're going to use PEMDAS to solve our answers. So P is the parentheses. That's the first thing we do. So if you see 9 plus 1, I underlined it already. 9 plus 1 is in parentheses. Well, what's 9 plus 1? That gives us 10. Now, I'm doing one step at a time. I never do more than one thing. That's why I'm using the cyclone method. The cyclone method is those triangles you see. Okay, you will see that everything gets smaller and smaller and smaller until you have just one thing at the very bottom. This is the method that I want to see on all your papers, and I repeat, do not want to see you try to do more than one step at a time. I don't like it. I don't want to see it. Okay? The next thing we need to do, I already underlined, is 2 cubed. 2 cubed is the same thing as 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. So we should have written down in the next row 3 plus 8 minus 10. Look at that. Oh, and the 10 screwed up right there on our thing. That's not cool. Let's see what it says. Yes, that stinks. So what we should have, I'm going to go ahead and put it on the side because our video does not work very well. We should have 3 plus 8 minus 10. Okay, and we did 3 plus 8 because remember we move from left to right when we're doing adding and subtraction, which gives us 11 minus 10. And 11 minus 10 should give us an answer of 1, and our answer is final. Let's see if it shows up. Yes, there it is. I'm sorry, the little PowerPoint is off. Let's move on to example number 2. Hopefully you put that one in your graphic organizer. This one we have 3 times the parentheses 9 plus 1 plus 6 squared. In this particular case, you do 9 plus 1 first. I already underlined it because it's parentheses. Let's go ahead and do that. We have 3 times 10 plus 6 squared. Now, I want you to look very closely. We do not do anything else in that parentheses because there's no operation to do. It's just letting you know that you're going to multiply. Okay? Anytime you have a number next to parentheses, that means you're going to multiply. But we do not do that first because before we do multiplication and division, we must do our exponents. So we're going to go ahead and do 6 squared. 6 squared is 6 times 2, which is 36. So now we have 3 times 10 plus 36. We're going to do 3 times 10, which should give us 30. And 30 plus 36, well, that gives us 36. Okay? We're going to do another one. This time I'm going to do it freehand. Here we go. First thing we're going to do is the underlined part in parentheses 6 minus 2, which is 4. Okay? I'm going to take it out of the parentheses because I don't need it anymore. 4 plus 5 times 4. What do we do next? Well, exponents, we don't have any. Multiplication and division, we do have multiplication with 5 times 4. Let's go ahead and do that first. 20. We have 4 plus 20. Okay, no multiplication, no division. We have adding and subtraction. We have 20 plus 4, which is 24. That should be your answer. Just double checking, make sure you put the answer right. And, yep, you sure did. Shocker there. I know my math. Okay, this one I'm going to do the same way. Let's start with parentheses. Do we have any? Well, nope, we don't. We're done. What about exponents? Well, actually we do. We have exponents right here. What's 2 cubed? We just did that one. That's 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. So we're going to go ahead and 4 plus 10 times 8 minus 16. Now, we're done with exponents. Multiplying and dividing. Well, we do have a multiplying. 10 times 8. Well, that's 4 plus 80 minus 16. Now I'm doing one step at a time. Next term, we have addition. Sorry, take that back. Addition and subtraction from left to right. The first one we have is addition, so let's go ahead and 40 plus 8, which is 84, minus 16. And 84 minus 16 would give us 62. And that should give us 16. Double check. Did I get it right? Look, I got it on the top of my nose. Plus 7 squared minus 2 times x. There are no parentheses, so we do the exponent first. It's already underlined. Congratulations. 7 squared is 49. We have 10 plus 49 minus 2 times 5. Please note, the only thing we did is change 7 squared to 49. We didn't do anything else. We just brought everything else straight down. 10 plus 49 minus 2 times 5. Multiplication is next. I already underlined it. Congratulations. 2 times 5. Well, that's 10. Now we have 10 plus 49 minus 10. We need to do addition and subtraction from left to right. 10 plus 49 is 59 minus 10. Copy on the PowerPoint, mess up. You should get 49. Once again, the answer is 49. Sorry that it's messed up. Moving on. Okay. This one here, same thing. We have 64 divided by, in parentheses, 9 times 3 minus 19. Now this one, you have to be very, very careful about. Okay, when you have parentheses, there is more than one thing to do in these parentheses. So inside the parentheses, you follow the same rules. So we would do PEMDAS inside of the parentheses. Is there any other parentheses inside it? No. Is there an exponent inside it? No. Is there multiplying or dividing? Yes, there is. There's 9 times 3. So we're going to do that first before we do the subtraction. So that would look like this. 27 minus 19. We're not done with our parentheses, so technically we're still working on P. Okay? Yes, the yellow stuff. No, kidding. Let's move on. 27 minus 19 is 8. And now we have completely finished the parentheses, so it has disappeared. We no longer have the parentheses, and we have 64 divided by 8, which should give us an answer of 8. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love for you to practice these ones right now. I want you to practice these right now. Pause the video. I repeat, pause the video. Pause the video. Mr. Williams is going to go over them in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 26 plus 2 in parentheses would be 28 divided by 7. And the correct answer is 4. So that equals 4. Next one, we have 7 plus 35. Remember, I do one thing at a time, plus 7. We do this one first. 7 plus 35 is 42 plus 7. That should give us 49. Okay, notice I'm using underline to tell you what I need to do first. This one down here, we have parentheses. 18 divided by 9 is 2. Everything else, 75 minus 5 squared plus 2. 5 squared is next. We have 75 minus 25 plus 2. And 75 minus 25, 75 minus 25 would give us 50 plus 2, which equals 52. We're going to go ahead and put that back on the line, 52 right here. Congratulations, we have 3 of them done. Moving on. Check your work, please. Once again, check your work. We're going to go ahead parentheses first. 9 times 8 is 72. 72, we have 9 squared. 9 squared minus 72. 9 squared is 81 minus 72. Well, that equals 9. Remember, follow the cyclone method. We have 2 more to go before the end of this video. Make sure you know how to do this. All right, we do not have an exponent, or sorry, I repeat that. We do not have a parentheses, so we're going to do exponents first. 4 squared is 16. We have 22, and this one's going to be kind of big. Minus 1. Oh, I need some more room. Let me zoom in here. 22 minus 1 times 5 plus 16. Next one, what do we do? Well, we're done with exponents, so we do multiplying and dividing. There is a multiplying. 1 times 5. That is 5. So we have 22 minus 5 plus 16. What do we do next? Well, we have addition and subtraction. And here is one of those things where your teacher might have screwed up. Okay? You still do addition and subtraction from left to right. Okay, this way, left to right. So we need to do the subtraction one first. 22 minus 5 is 17 plus 16, and that gives us 33 as our answer. Okay, be very close on that one. You need to know that one. All right, last one. In parentheses, we have 2 plus 2 squared. Well, in parentheses, we actually have 2 things to do this time. So 2 squared is 2 plus 4. Okay, 15 plus 36 divided by 2 plus 4 is 6. We're still in those parentheses. 15 plus 36 divided by 6. We do division. That gives us 6. 36 divided by 6 is 6. And 15 plus 6 equals 21. Our answer is 21. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our entire video with another episode from your terrible teacher. Yes, that is me. I hope you have it figured out. If you need help, sign up for a workshop. This is a 14-minute video. I know it's long. On that note, out.